Not gonna lie to you, my dude, no script, nothing. And if I forget anything, watch the movie. So we got a pig, right? I think, and a dude. They all come up, right? Dude starts running because he doesn't know where to go. Falls. I forgot the rest. Yeah, he falls. They'd be like, oh, he's not a good runner. And then, cut to the fire thing, right? And then they fight him. Oh no! And then we get introduced to a dude named Newt. He gives him something to drink. It's not something to drink. It's urine. We know. Okay. He fights the dude named Galley. He fights. He hits his head. He remembers his name. His name's Thomas. Boom. Him and his dude named Chuck run over there to the walls. They call it the maze. And the walls close. You got runners and stuff. The walls start closing. You're like, oh, yep. Cut. We got Mino, and we got Albie. Albie was here for the longest. Mino, he's a map guy. He mapped out the whole maze, right? Boom. They start running, and then cut to nighttime, right? Cut to nighttime when they about to close. Albie got stung. Mino got him on his back. Thomas like, oh my gosh, and he starts running again. No rules, nothing. He just starts running. Oh yeah, I forgot a part earlier. I just remembered. There's the other dude got stung. Tried to fight Thomas. Was like, oh Thomas, right? And then he falls, gets smacked in the face with a rock or with a stick, and gets thrown in the maze. This is what happened when you get stung by the grievers. Back to where Mino had Albie. He had him on his arms, right? Thomas runs in there. They try to get Albie up on the vines. Mino runs away because he sees the griever. Thomas gets under the vine, gets away from the griever, gets out of the vines, walks, steps in the spit. The griever above him looks up. I don't know why I looked up. He looks up. The griever falls down. Thomas starts running. The griever does not care about Albie in the slightest. He goes for Thomas. Thomas starts running. Right? Boom. He gets away. Mino's like, oh my gosh, Thomas, look, a wall. They forget Albie. Thomas is like, oh, okay, and starts running. Boom. But a light bulb clicked. He was like, oh, it's a wall. I can squish this thing. Starts running. Boom, boom, boom. Starts getting up. I'm telling you, maneuvering. Boom, boom, boom. The wall closes in. He says, come on, and squishes the griever. Albie's still in the vines. It turns out they got Albie the whole time. He wasn't on any of their backs. He was just there. They're like, oh, what should we do with Thomas because he broke the rules? Yeah, Galley's like, what should we do with Thomas because he broke the rules? Newt was like, he should stay. He should get he should stay in the little prison thing for one night. He's like, really? Why? And he's like, he's a runner too, right? Then 3 days after Thomas gets there, another person comes. This is not common. This is not common at all. Cause I think they come every month or something, and then. And like, this is the last person ever. And it's a girl. It's not a dude no more. It's a girl. And she comes with 2 little blue thingies that you can get stabbed with if you got bit or whatever. Get stung, get infected. You can fight the infection. And then, like, she's like, Thomas. And they look at Thomas like, you know this girl? And then she passes out. They stab Allie. They stab Albie with one of the little blue thingies. A couple days later, he wakes up. He's like, I remember. And then Thomas like, what you remember? He said, your name. And he said, I remember you. And I remember the weird lady, right? And Thomas like, oh, okay. And then something happens. I forgot. Tom's like, I want to remember, and he stabbed himself with the broke. Yeah, that's what it was. They killed the griever, and then he's like, they get the griever thing out the griever, the stinger, and then Thomas stabs himself with the griever thingy, passes out, pokes himself with the blue thingy. Yeah, and her name is Teresa, the girl, and yeah, he remembers, and he's like, Teresa and I, we used to work on the maze, and now we're the subjects of the maze. Why? We don't know, but we're subjects. And after much consideration, Mino and Thomas, they run back in the maze and like running and go see, like, they run to go check out this new thing, right? And they find out Section 7, I think that's what it was. They went to Section 7, and they get face recognized, right? But it wasn't them. It was supposed to face recognize the griever. Since they weren't grievers, it started closing, and they had to start running back. As everything started closing, boom. Thomas and Mino almost get squished. Thomas is slower than Mino, so he almost gets squished quicker. Almost gets squished more. They get out. I don't know if I would have got out of that in that scenario, but they got out. And then after that, the walls never started closing again. The grievers start running out, right? They go to the stick hut prison thing that Thomas had to go in for one night. Albie tried. Oh yeah, Teresa throws a fire thing at them. Boom, he starts burning. Albie gets taken. They start yelling, no, Albie, no, right? And then after that, the grievers walk away after that. They didn't want to take everybody out. They just wanted to take a couple people, especially the important one. And yeah. And then since Albie's gone, Newt was second in command. But that changed now. But now Albie's gone. Galley's first in command. Yeah, Gally grabs Thomas, ties him up. Grabs Teresa, I think, ties her up. Grabs a couple people, ties them up. But it was but Thomas and them tricked him. Chuck had a sniper. No, it wasn't a sniper. I think it was a stick. He had something, right? He had something. Boom. They break out and they have sticks over Gally's. Like, yeah, if you want to come with us, y'all can. And then most of Gally's guys leave. Gally wants to stay there because this is home. He's been there for I think 3 years. Newt, Albie, and Gally's been there for like 3 years, I think. They run into the maze. They get to the part where they gotta go, right? Chuck drops the thing, catches it because he's a I can't call him a goat because I don't know how you almost drop that thing. But yeah, the door thing, and then they find out it's a pattern, the pattern of the mazes. And Mino was the MVP of the movie because Mino mapped out the whole thing. He was like, they were like, what pattern does the door open? This. Number. Boom. Mino's fighting off while saying this stuff. He didn't get bit or nothing. He was fighting off with a stick in the Griever's mouth. Number. And they escape, right? It shows a video of a. They had the video. It shows a video of the woman, some woman from Wicked. Yeah, the thing that Teresa and Thomas were in. That woman. She was like, oh, there's an outbreak, and the new generation of people can be immune to these infections, and immunity is good. So we need y'all to help, right? And then y'all saw it. Gally comes out of nowhere, is like, this is my home, and he was bitten, he was stung, so he's halfway turning. He shoots. Chuck runs in front of Thomas. Mino throws his spear into his heart, and yeah, Chuck is gone. He never got to give his that's what it was, his pendant to his mom. Thomas was like, you're gonna give it to her yourself. I'm not giving it to them. But guess what? Now he has to do it. I don't even think he had the pendant in the second. I don't even remember if he had the pendant in the second or third movie. I don't even think he gave it to their parents. I don't remember. People when helicopters come, they grab him. Thomas is still crying while getting dragged away. The woman wipes her face and was like, it was fake the whole time. She was like, they're I think they're going to be good, or they're something like that. I think this is a good set of people, and the movie ends.